Raiders a bit disjointed with their lineup tonight. Don't really have a true point guard. And there's the feed from Darrion Williams. Just 5 minutes of play. You're seeing it right there. Right there with the dish from Darrion. He continues to score. Does Reggie Ward.
Darrion Williams trying to return the favor on the other end, and he does. Shot that one over Ward. Trying to get him the basketball. And they turn it over. Darrion Williams ahead to Frederico. And throws it down. Northwestern State with a couple of new faces in their lineup after their season opening win over Dallas Christian. Oh, nice look inside Cambridge. D5 finds his teammate on the baseline. And
who's the honey? And I thought when I did a double take there, like, who's the female in your life that affects you most? And then your heartache. And
for D5, watch him work his way into the lane, sees the defender drop off of his teammate.
They continue to compete, but Grant McCaslin's team will end up at 2-0 on the night.
How about another assist for D5?
He extends that run to 11-0 now.
Out of Lithuania, and Tuukka Tainamo from Finland. Tainamo lost it there. Darrion Williams for the Red Raiders. Oh, no look past Devin Cambridge. How about that assist from D5? On the board when misses a pair of free throws, but the Cowboys come down with a loose ball. It's tipped away, and here's Hawkins. Christian Anderson.
Big trip to Brooklyn next week before you take on St. Joe's and then either Syracuse or Texas.
Red Raiders just took that basketball away from Agbim, and Williams scores after the takeaway. Draws the Golden Lions within 4. Nice pass by Toppin to Darrion Williams, and the foul.
Yeah, not only do you want paint touches for JT Toppin right there. Again, you see right there beats you.
Get it to him more easily, but he lost control. And Walton saved it. 3 on the shot clock. Darrion's 3 is good. D5 bails out the Red Raiders there.
So, he's going to have to play understanding that a little bit, but I think he'll see a variety of things. And great high-low pass by Darrion Williams to Devin Cambridge.
At the end of this pass from D5, making it look easy. Red Raiders now up 78-44.
Texas Tech claims it. Williams has his second board.
Most every shot DePaul's taken has been under duress.
Williams +1. It's an 11-0 run for the Red Raiders.
About 30 feet from the basket. That's not going to be a good solution.
Federico right down Broadway.
Well, we had 4 or 5. I think that's scary enough.
Quick hands from Williams. Downhill Overton. Runner.
That's 10 on the shot clock. McMillan, one of the best three-point shooters in the country. 5 on the shot clock for number 5. The lob, and somehow that goes in. Good hands by Hefner. Loose ball, but it's corralled by McMillan. 10 on the shot clock. The lob to Federico from D5, Darrion Williams. Here's Williams. Squeezes off a 3. Gets it to drop somehow. And it's now a 4-point game with 7.2 to go. And Tech calls their final timeout.
This right here, this is a good shot. Bounce, hit the back of the rim.
Hawkins whips it over his head to Walton. Quick pass, Darrion Williams. Threading the needle to the basket. Splash. Cross-court pass, Anderson. Wow, look at this tic-tac-toe passing from the Red Raiders. Chance McMillan! Flush! Fighting through injuries, and right now a very difficult Texas Tech team. The Golden Eagles having trouble. Hawkins slows down the pace. We're seeing Grant McCaslin's team here. They did so well last year. All Coach McCaslin has done as a head coach's win, and that's a reflection of the success and the learning and the maturation under a coach like Scott Drew.
This is a Lamar team that's kind of found an identity a bit.
Well, Darrion Williams going to go coast to coast and ram that one home.
You know, some scoring punch off the bench is something that coaches just love.
Red Raiders' tallest player, Darrion Williams, at about 6'6", backdoor play to McMillan, and he scored.
And even if he misses it, I think they still count that. Christian Anderson can spin it off the glass right there, as well as Chance McMillan. So.
Well, Darrion's got an open look, but he'll just drive inside, leave it for Overton trailing him, and there's no question in Big 12 play.
Depth.
But this is their first true road test. Coach Johnny Dawkins is a little concerned of how his team might handle the pressure being on the road.
Toppin in transition. He puts it in against Chung.
How about that fast break? Get it off the glass.
Darrion Williams, the lob. Federico, the finish.
Design play for the lob.
Johnson deflected and stolen by Williams. Hawkins back to McMillan. Texas Tech on the comeback trail. Now Toppin against Williams. Late double. Toppin passing out of it. Oh! A circus shot for Darrion Williams with a foul. D5 willed that in. Paul on the drive, met by Toppin, swatted by Darrion Williams out of bounds with 6 to shoot.
Everybody's standing up on this front row to my right. I can hardly see the action. Great offense, taking the ball to the back.
Thought better of it. Shot clock's at 5. Crowd is engaged. Williams, floater, lob, bang!
But this end of the floor has not been a problem. Great job right there by Utah off the offensive glass. You see how they advance the ball up the floor quickly with the pass, and you have the numbers and the easy lay-in.
Federico finishes on top of Dawes, says have some. Oh, man. Gabe Madsen, the lid stays on the rim for him. Yeah, the ability to hand somebody the keys and say, hey, here it is, take us home, as we see taking us to 2 more, JT Toppin. When a guy that scores points is able, or distributes the basketball, is able to score points like Hawkins, that's a big deal.
He's a guy that can fill it up too. 5 double-figure scoring games off the bench.
But Darrion Williams out of the mid-corner, that's what he does. Doesn't necessarily always look pretty, but it counts.
So I'm sitting over here thinking somebody on Tech needs to rotate over. It was more of the simple things.
Yeah.
It wasn't the big shot that got you going. It's just getting an easy one every once in a while. But he's a guy, once he makes 1 or 2, gets in rhythm.
Demons 1 for 5 from the floor. A couple of assists and 4 points. Federico on the interior.
Williams up front. You got to give us something, and you give us the big man wide open in this late possession.
Williams into the paint, and he goes reverse side for 2.
You need a point guard that's going to sit down and lock in, set the tone for the rest of the team.
All pass offline for Traore. Here comes Darrion Williams. Into the corner, and another 3-ball for Hawkins. His 4th of the night.
Darrion Williams took Traore turnovers. Watch this. It's a foot race. He wins right here, but this is where the play is made. Going all the way to the rim, baseline pass. You see this in the NBA all the time. Run to the corner when the ball's going to the rim. Great find. Hawkins.
Williams passed it up to McMillan for the bucket. What vision by Williams. Mag on Darrion Williams. Demon shading over. Williams the spin and the finish with a foul.
educating you on the one-on-one. This is NBA stuff right here. They've gone to him 4 or 5 times.
Really find myself here at Texas Tech and in Lubbock. Hawkins, another pass. Gasson skies for it. Blocked by Toppin down low. That play, Jordan, was a really good example of what you said. To put it up, shot clock winding down. His heave will careen off the backboard, and the Red Raiders race it down the floor. And one through the contact as Darrion Williams continues to apply his presence on this game.
You know who doesn't get credit for that possession and that and one by Williams is Federico.
8 to shoot. Williams off the screen, jumps it up. Federico throws it down.
On the offensive end, but first, empty side, pick and roll, smooth from Federico.
Millen bodies to the sideline, shot clock at 3. Williams, the drive. Williams creates separation and a tough bucket. 17 seconds remaining. Down with what appeared to be an ankle injury and wills his team to victory with this shot here.
It doesn't get any higher degree of difficulty.
41.5 points per contest, 8th best in the country.
And Bradley, a big reason why. Williams kicks it out. 3 on the way from Anderson. Christian Anderson, a freshman who hit 4 threes in that.
Well, these two teams just 2 of 11 from 3 here in the second half.
Williams, nice pass underneath, and the easy 2 for Federico, but accidentally stepping on it, and that's why Williams was down on the ground for some time. He later hobbled off on his own. See if he checks back in.
Hawkins, pick and roll, back to Toppin. Knocked away, got it back. Williams baseline for to shoot. McMillan's there to finish it.
You can tell that he's a player that Oklahoma State can rely on if he can find some consistency.
You go back a year ago, nice pass right there. That's really good, you will. See, Williams draws Usman to him, and then right there. Nice job of Toppin just waiting on that play to develop. That's an easy one.
Working on Javier Francis. It's a 5-on-5 matchup, and it's a 5-on-5 crime.
Texas Tech ranked 22nd, their first time ranked in the AP poll this year, but the metrics love them. Skip pass. Walton pays it off. Tracked down by Hawkins.
You do not need a 3.
Williams will shoot a 3 and make it. Tie ball game. Had a moment where he was open. Gives it to Roberts. Lost the ball. And we're going to overtime in Houston.
That was a great stop right there. Houston got what they wanted. They wanted the ISO on the elbow right there for Jerron Roberts with about
49th time, but it's their only meeting this year for the first time in 68 years. The pass to Toppin for the first 2 of the night.
Williams passed up the 3 this time. Now kicks it outside. Hawkins 3. That one's good.
But boy, he has gotten in a rhythm from beyond the arc. The last 3 games, 47%. They've got to continue to stay within this and apply that pressure on Texas Tech.
Williams driving. Bryant, that was good defense, and Williams made the shot anyway. 50. We do have a spare headset if he really wants to be involved. Basar went to dunk it, and it was blocked. Out of bounds off of Tech. So it's going to be Arizona ball.
That's the way that they can remain very competitive on the road. The ditch, Toppin, there's no stopping. 8 points already.
Is one of the best passing teams in the nation. That's
Williams gonna back down Freeman. Williams spinning, going up with the left and sneaks it in.
It's a luxury if you're playing ahead. It's not a luxury if you're playing behind as the time winds down. Darrion Williams, clutch play, 20 points for Williams. Coach McCaslin told him. And if it's not that, they're going to go to ISO for Williams.
Williams dumps it up, Toppin, a smash attack. Was able to draw the contact.
They went pistol action. That was a kind of a wing-on-wing, guard-on-guard screen. And that's something that's a huge part of what Texas Tech does offensively. I mean, look at that pass. pass. And an easy one for Toppin.
Ball moving, sharing it. Boom, boom, boom. Williams looked like a second baseman, turning it quickly right there.
That's Christian Anderson. You want to talk about an electric freshman? Number 4 is that. Williams, the lob, Federico throws it down.
Just too easy. That's the type of defense TCU can't have.
A careless
Poor
pass.
decision.
Darrion Williams taking it in transition and got it.
Okay, but he's looking for it's not there. That's where punches got to come. You're not going to skip that ball. It's a casual pass. You're out here flowing. You're moving without the ball. The ball's finding you, and you're fundamentally sound in everything you're doing.
Oh, it's Toppin. That's how you get back on track. Heads up.
Well, we look at it's coming out of the timeout. Toppin with a great pass from Williams.
Hawkins to Williams. Skip pass. McMillan for 3.
Too easy.
As always, he got it.
Good call by Jamie Dixon. Okay, the doubles were there in the first half.
McMillan's been that guy in the second half of Texas Tech.
They got to figure out how to go back into Toppin after the double team comes. There it is.
That's one way.
There it is. Great job.
Averages almost 19 points per game. Williams bulldozing his way inside, and then he has such a soft touch.
First half. And he just does such a good job of using his body, using his strength.
Trying to hook it inside, an easy steal for Williams. Fueling the break. Toppin puts it in. Williams is hurt underneath. They'll stop play.
Williams backing it down. Across to JT Toppin, who lays it in.
Just a beautiful pass. And watch Toppin on the left-hand side of your screen as the defense starts to go over. Badunga clears out that space, but it's the ease of the catch and the explosion. There's no movement on this possession.
Tough step back by Williams, and the high arcer for Darrion Williams.
Personal fouls on JT Toppin with 12 minutes left to go in what is a 2-possession game. Buckle up, baby.
Federico off the lob, and a response from Texas Tech, forcing Kansas to call time.
Is denied at the hoop.
Yeah, I don't know if Toppin's going to get a block shot, but he definitely got a fingertip on that.
Darrion Williams from the corner says, don't forget about me. His first tray of the night. Give him 5 points.
Even that last one by Williams was a contested 16-footer. Here he goes inside.
Draws the defense, giving Overton a clean look. He cashes in.
They were winning more. They were top 25, but down the stretch, they haven't won enough. And when you look at Houston is so dominant, but they have so many guys that play a major role in their success. So you really can't narrow it down to one person. Texas Tech, JT Toppin, what he's doing, what he continues to do right now on the floor.